Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year 2025. Retiring Roman Rob, back at it again. It's a new year, coming up with some new videos. Been a little while since I posted one. This one here is going to be, this one here is a video that I had mentioned earlier, right after we got here. It was going to be about shipping some household items from America here to China. We had 13 boxes that we had shipped over here, full of books and CDs and clothing and stuff like that. And some of our wedding stuff that we wanted to ship over with us, and we're going to be talking about that and a couple of the companies that we had inquired about shipping stuff over here, and our experiences with the whole customs thing and FedEx and all this stuff. So we're gonna dive into that here and give you some pointers, some experiences that we went through. So the first place we really kind of talked to was U-Haul. U-Haul has U-boxes, which are a wooden crate. I think they're like 200 and maybe 70 cubic foot, and you're allowed to put in up to 2,000 pounds, including the weight of the box. And they would ship it to China. Of course, they didn't really give us a whole lot of information on how to fill out like a manifest and inventory sheets and what we could. I mean, there's some things on websites that's, you're gonna see what you can and can't ship. A lot of the stuff is similar to things that you can't put in your storage unit or whatever, liquids and flammables and all that kind of crap. But we started, I started measuring stuff and just to see what we could fit inside of this crate. And then along the way, sometime my wife was looking at other shipping companies, and she found another place that was called Charlene Transport, and they are based here in China, and they got a place in New York. And I don't know how she found it, but it was online. She found it online. She talked to some representatives there, got some emails, got some pricing. The pricing was going to be cheaper, and they also had two different ways of shipping, which was on a plane, by air, or by boat. And of course, the air one was, it's going to be there in a week. All right, that was the fastest way to get it over here. Whereas in the U-box from U-Haul is going to be shipped by ship. It's going to be over here by boat. So it would have taken 6-7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks to get over here. So we decided to go with the Charlene Transport, and we got everything, all the information that we needed from this company, and kept in communication with them. And we decided to do it all ourselves, not have them come and pack it up. I worked for United Van Lines and did a lot of overseas packing for military people. We had a military contract, so I did a lot of packing, overseas packing and stuff. So and I've done a lot of moving after the fact. After I stopped working at United Van Lines and pursued other careers. So I did all of it pretty much myself. Everything was shipped through the Charlene Transport. It was shipped by FedEx. So once we made out our inventory list and sent it into Charlene Transport, they made the commercial invoice and everything, and they put everything into their own format for customs. And then once we did all that, and we finally had the amount of boxes and everything, then we paid them. At the time, it was almost 700 pounds of stuff that we shipped. So it cost us, a little over a couple grand for that part of the shipping. We get everything packed up. They ship us all the shipping labels and everything. I tape all the boxes. We weigh them, all on the paper that we had, writing paper. I had written and did all the inventory, and then we numbered the boxes. And you put they want you to put your Chinese address, write it on the box, just in case labels get torn off or something like that. I made 2 labels for each box, and I put one on top, one on the side. And we weighed each box so that we had a recorded weight before it came to us, and then I could weigh it once we got the package. We were at our storage unit with all the boxes, and this FedEx come right over there, picked up all the boxes, and took them away. And then you can watch on the FedEx app where all your where your shipment is, and it flew out to Seattle, and then it went to Guangzhou, China, and it was there in like 3 or 4 days. When we get to China, whatever port of entry that you're going to, when you're shipping things, you have to go to customs, and you have to declare items that are not with you and fill out a little form. We get over here, and FedEx and my wife are going back and forth. This was probably for 4 weeks, at least close to a month, that they were going back and forth. There was a limit of 50 books, which we didn't have 50 books, but we had Bibles. There was a limit on amount of CDs or DVDs that you could ship, and we weren't told that, which evidently it's 100. And also the skincare products that my wife had bought, were all brand new in a box. They weren't used stuff, so they were really, really questioning whether she was trying to sell them here. I think in when we got here, which she wasn't. It was all personal use. She just bought enough for a couple years until she could find an outlet over here, and she could get the skincare that she wanted. What else was there? I think that was about it. CDs and DVDs and books and skincare. Those were the main items that had a big question mark. And so after going back and forth, and Charlene Transport saying, well, tell them this and don't tell them that, and don't tell them that way, just tell them to stick to the commercial invoice. And and FedEx didn't want to do that. They wanted us to detail. They wanted details on everything. Finally, FedEx said, hey, you know what? Custom wants to go through your boxes. Okay, well, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. We're not lying about anything, and we have our inventory sheet of what we gave to Charlene Transport. So if anybody's lying, it's going to be them. All right, they're going to see that they're the ones that were trying to pull the wool over their eyes. So I told my wife, I said, hey, ask them if we can be present when with customs. We can go through our boxes with customs. And they said, okay, yeah, you guys can do that. So they set up an appointment, and I got a couple of short videos I'm going to tag in here, edit in here. But we went up to Guangzhou. And we are in Guangzhou, arriving at the FedEx. And we're going to go check out our packages. I got a lot of questions, I guess, because all the confusion going on about what we're shipping and everything that our shipping company and over here FedEx didn't quite have on the same boat. They're not on the same page, so we had to come over here, and we're gonna go through our stuff with customs and go check it out. Yeah, so we went ahead and got our badges registered or whatever up there in the front, and now we're sitting in a room waiting for our person to come meet us so we can go through security and hook up with customs and go through our packages. Here's my little pass. I'm important now. Well, we just got out of customs and everything's good. They are going to start shipping the boxes to us tomorrow. We should get them in by Monday. We sat there with customs and the FedEx people. Customs picked numbers of boxes that they wanted us to open. They looked at it real quick, took a couple pictures of some stuff, closed them back up and said, it's good. They released them, so good to go. We go in there and meet up. Customs says, hey, this box. We want those 4 boxes open. So FedEx people are opening up the boxes for them and stuff, and there's three. I think there was 3 customs agents in there and us. And my wife was talking to probably the senior. I think he was the senior custom agent. Asked him questions, this and that, and he looked at the books and looked at they didn't even really, I don't even think, we didn't open the box with the CDs in it. They didn't pick that box. But the box had been opened, because you can see the FedEx, every box that they open, they retape it and the tape says FedEx on it. So I knew by looking at all the boxes that either somebody already opened those boxes at a different time, or they opened more after we were gone, because when we got the boxes delivered here at our apartment, every single box had that tape on there on the bottom. They opened the bottom of the box. So after going through all the boxes and everything, customs, just said, okay, no problem. And the only books that they looked like they were concerned about, to me, maybe they were chefs or something, I don't know, but I brought some cookbooks, and they were taking pictures of the cookbook, of pages inside the cookbook and the outside of the cookbook. You got me. I don't know why they did that. They didn't do anything to our Bibles. We packed them all back up. We put everything in there, and the customs agent told my wife, hey, everything's good. We'll release your shipment. So we brought the shipment back, or they shipped it back to us, delivered it a couple days later, and we went through some stuff. We had a couple of pictures that I had stuffed in between our clothing, that the glass got broke, but the clothing was in plastic bags, those vacuum bags, that you can suck it right down. Well, she bought a bunch of those. That's what the clothing went into. And then we put some big pictures in between there, and a couple of them the glass broke. But other than that, we got all the skincare. I shipped there's probably over 250 CDs and DVDs, but none of them were pirated. They were all made, copyrighted, whatever. And we didn't have any problems with the books. Brought the Bibles. Nothing said about Bibles, so you can have Bibles here in China, no big deal. And so we got everything unpacked, and it was kind of a pain in the butt, all the stuff that my wife had to go through with FedEx, and we could have evaded all that if they would have just if we would have maybe just said, hey, you know what, get customs there, just meet us, let's get this shit taken care of so we can get our stuff. But it worked out to the point to where our apartment was the flooring was done, so we could bring the packages into our apartment and put them in the back bedroom and store them there while the rest of the apartment was getting renovated and finished. So it all kind of worked out as far as time wise, and when we got the packages, that it was fine, and very, very minimal damage. It went pretty well. Would I do it again? Yeah, I'd do it again. I'd just do it a little bit differently. I would make sure that I ask the company, Charlene Transport, or whoever you're gonna ship with, to ask if there's limits on stuff, how much you can ship of that limited item. The price, yeah, I guess it depends on how bad you want your stuff. I shipped my amplifier. That's a $5,000 amplifier. You know, we shipped our air machine. That we spent a lot of money on. And mirrors, decorations, clothing, CDs, my DVD player, Blu-ray player, you know, just a lot of stuff. We shipped a lot of stuff. $2,500. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Not a big deal. So detail on the inventory sheet, and pack it really well. The FedEx did not think anything about tossing these boxes around and stuff. They were beat up, not broken. One box was broken and they retaped it, but I could tell by looking at the boxes that they got handled so many times that they got beat up pretty good. So pack it very well. Pack it very well, and it should be all right. So hopefully, like I said, this information is useful for anybody that is shipping their personal items to China. Have a good day. Peace out.